This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. I sure enjoy being here helping you with playing the guitar. This is lesson 6 in this mini course on fingerpicking. So we're getting into this. This is pretty great. In this lesson, we're going to work on a new fingerpicking pattern for 4/4 time using some of the same types of techniques that we used in the last lesson for 3/4 time. So we just keep building on these techniques here. So we're going to go ahead and dive in. I've got it written up here on the board. P-I-M-I-A-M-I-A is the pattern. All the rhythmic values are eighth notes, so we don't have to worry about any differences in the rhythm yet. We're still doing all eighth notes. Now, if you can't remember what the letters represent, I've got it written up here on the board as well. P for thumb, so every time we see that P, which is only the first pluck of the measure, we're going to pluck the bass note of the chord. It's going to be on string 4, 5, or 6, one of those 3 strings. The lowest note of the chord, that's what we're going to pluck with the thumb. And then every time we see the I, we're plucking with our index finger, and we're always going to pluck that 3rd string. And right now I'm plucking it open, but you could have a finger on it. M for middle, so we're always going to pluck the 2nd string with our middle finger when we see the M, and then when we see the A, we're going to pluck with our ring finger the high string, regardless of what chord we're playing. The thumb will change strings depending on the chord, but the index, middle, and ring in the standard sort of positioning will not. And then it's important to remember not to collapse that wrist, but to have a nice natural break to it. And then I usually have it tipped just slightly towards me, so I'm not putting my hand backwards, but it's or rolling it forward. It's a nice even there break, and then I can maybe just barely see this wrist bone as I twist it toward me just a little bit. As we have in the previous lessons, we'll work on this pattern with the E minor chord first, because we don't need to put our left hand on to play the E minor chord, so we can just worry about the right hand. So this one goes thumb, index, middle, index, ring, middle, index, ring. Thumb, index, middle, index, ring, middle, index, ring. Thumb, index, middle, index, ring, middle, index, ring. Speed it up. Now, as long as you need to practice it at the slower tempo, that's okay. But I want to demonstrate it at a faster tempo. P-I-M-I-A-M-I-A. Great sounding pattern for 4/4 time. Okay, we're going to practice this with a song. 900 Miles. Down in the description below you can download there's a link to download, I should say, a free copy of the sheet music in PDF format. So you can download that. I also have the chord progression written up here on the board. We're going to do 6 times, 6 measures of this on E minor, then 2 on B7, 2 on E minor. Then we have 1 on A minor, 1 on E minor, 1 on A minor, 1 on B7, 2 on E minor, 2 on B7, 4 on E minor, then we have A minor, E minor, A minor, B7, 2 on E minor, 2 on B7, 2 on E minor. The easiest place is to use the sheet music, but I do have it up here on the board. So we're going to plug that in 1 time per measure, so 6 measures worth of the pattern for E minor as we get going. But I would look at the sheet music. It's a little bit easier to follow probably, but it is up here on the board. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and play that progression, and E minor, 2nd time, 3rd time, 4th time, 5th time, 6th, and B7. Then you got E minor, E minor, A minor, Okay, so now we can do it with the song. But before we play it with singing the melody, if you're going to play it singing the melody, I like to play the melody. And this is actually a good thing as you develop finger style to work on plucking the melody out with your fingers. So I've mentioned some ways to do it before, but I'm going to go over again some ways to do it. So you can pluck the melody with just your thumb, regardless of what string it's on. You can also alternate like thumb and index, and you just constantly go alternating those. Another great one to work on is index and middle, like alternating between index and middle fingers. So regardless of what string you're on, you would just alternate index and middle, plucking with those fingers. There's other patterns you could do too, like index and ring or middle and ring. But if down the road you'd like to be able to play solo pieces, then having the ability to play melodies with your fingers plucking and doing these finger picking patterns is sort of a foundational place where we get going on playing fingerstyle. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now, the melody is written in standard music notation and tablature. If you don't know how to do either of those, then you can check out the quick answer videos in the Academy. There's quick answer videos that can get you going. There's also, for a more in-depth study, the method books. There's a method book on tablature, and there's three really, but they're in two. Books 1 and 2 are in one book, and then book 3 for note reading. So you can learn to read notes in the first position and all along the neck. There's video lessons available for those books as well. And then there's the full Guitar 101 course. So lots of places to get help. If you're running into chords you don't know with any of these lessons, I'm not focusing on how to play the chords here, but I'm sticking to basic chords. You can check out the mini course that takes you through the basic chords. There's also quick answer videos that can get you going on any of the chords that you need to be able to play these. And there's the chords and harmony books and so on that go into greater detail. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play this. A lot of times we'll sing the melody with my students in person, and that's because it can help us learn to sing the melody as we listen to the melody played, and it can also help us actually play it a little better, especially for reading tablature. So we're going to go here. I'm just like that. Ready, and I'm walking down the track. I got tears in my eyes, trying to read a letter from my home. If that train runs right, I'll be home tomorrow night, 'cause I'm 900 miles from my home. 1, 2, and I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. 1, 2, if that train runs right, I'll be home tomorrow night, 'cause I'm 900 miles from my home. 1, 2, and I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. Now, if these melodies go out of your range, you can use a capo. They're not always in the range that I would ideally sing them in, but they work well for the chords that we're working on. Okay, here we go. We'll put the whole thing together. We're going to start out with a little introduction, just keeping that finger picking pattern happening 4 times, and then I'll come in with and we'll be into that first complete measure. I'm ready, and P-I-M-I-A-M-I-A. I'm walking down the track. I got tears in my eyes, trying to read a letter from my home. If that train last measure, I could have played that again and then strummed or did a pluck. Whatever you'd like to do there is great. Okay, I hope you're having fun. Hope that helps. Take care. In the next lesson, we'll work on another pattern for 4/4 times. So another pattern 4/4 times. It's going to be great. Take care. We'll see you then.
If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth lessons and to progress through a free guitar course, check out my Guitar 101 series on YouTube and my guitar method books, which all come with access to hours of in-depth video lessons. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.